Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, have we got to rant today? What is going on, guys? It is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and oh boy, you know what's coming. Oh boy, you know what's coming. You know I'm gonna shit on this because it deserves to be shitted on. Oh boy. Well, WWE managed to ruin Elias. It's over. He's done. If he is not released within six to 8 months this year, I'll be shocked. Because I know what WWE is doing right now. I know what they're doing right now. Because they did this shit to Damien Sandow. They did this shit to Damien Sandow. And granted to Damien Sandow, when they ruined his gimmick, and repackaged him as a stupid stunt double for the Fizz, aka the Miz, they basically made him a stunt double as a burial, and he managed to get that stupid gimmick over. And so they had to keep him around, and then of course, as we all know, WWE got rid of it, and then they made him irrelevant to the point where they finally were able to release him. And that's what's going to happen to Elias. Oh, I'm sorry. Elias's younger brother, Ezekiel. Quote unquote. You know, WWE, what are they trying to pull? They're trying to make us think we're stupid. Oh, he's going to change his social media panels. Oh, since Elias is gone, my younger brother, since I'm Elias's younger brother, I'm going to take over his social media. Dude, oh my god, this is so fucking stupid. Oh my god. He when I first saw him, I didn't know it was him. And my friend had cuz I texted him, he's like, "That's Elias." And I'm like, "Oh my," and then when I really looked at him, like as he's walking down the ramp, I'm like, "Oh my god. They just ruined Elias." He looks like some wannabe Rocky Balboa. He looks like some wannabe Rocky Balboa. But he's obviously not that at all. He's just some generic. He's generic. You took away the thing that was great about Elias. He had his instrument. You know, he pleased to the crowd. Walk with Elias. Massively over. People were into that shit. You take it away. And now you're left with nothing but just a generic wrestler who has nothing to appease to him. It's insane. It's a burial. It's a burial. He's done. He's not gonna recover from this. It's a shame because I like Elias and I think he's a talented guy, but this right here is a burial. This is a burial. They did this shit to Damien Sandow, and they're doing it to Elias. Because Elias and Damien Sandow are very similar into the sense that they got their shit over. Okay? They got their shit over despite WWE not wanting it to go over the way they got it over. You know, because they were heels. So they weren't supposed to get it over that way. And that's what Damien Sandow did. That is what Elias did. And so now Damien Sandow got punished for it. He had a stunt double thing. He ended up managing to get that over somehow, despite that being a burial. And then they had to take that away from him and make him even more relevant by having him have nothing. And now that's what they're doing to Elias. They have made him, well, I guess he's his younger brother. His younger brother. You know, they cut his beard. You know, they forced him to shave his beard. And he has nothing on him but besides generic wrestling, you know, trunks. Doesn't have his look, doesn't have his, you know, his stuff that he comes out to, his guitar, doesn't have anything. He is basically now a nobody jobber, basically. That's what he basically is now. And that's what he's going to be. He's going to get cut in 6 months. You heard it first from the SS Ultimate Goku. He will be released in 6 months. I believe it. I don't see this guy. They ruined him. They ruined him. They ruined Elias. Walk with Elias. Walk with Elias. That is what got him over. The music. All the shit. His album. The album they released. They released an album for him. I mean, that's how over he was. And you frickin' repackage him. I mean, the pandemic happened, and so they basically had to pull him from TV because it just didn't work without a crowd, because his gimmick is playing guitars to the crowd. But just bring him back as Elias. You have the crowd again. Have him be brought back as Elias. Walk with Elias still works. It's just insane. They ruined this guy. They ruined him. He is now nobody. He has no appeal. He has nothing. He has nothing. He has no appeal to him. Now, there's no reason for someone to get behind him now. He doesn't have his character anymore. You took his character away and made him his little brother. Which everyone knows this is stupid. I mean, the whole thing with KO, he's like, KO was like, you're not Ezekiel, you're Elias. I know you, I see your eye. I mean, we're not stupid. We're not stupid. Alright? He's Elias. You don't even have a mask covering. That's another thing. It's like, they don't have a mask or anything like that on him. They just have him showing his face. Because we know he's Elias. He's not Ezekiel. Which, no, to all the people that were tweeting Ezekiel Jackson, return. No. This is insane. It is so sad to see them basically say F you to another talented wrestler who could get over if WWE just gives him the chance to do it. And this guy had it. Obviously, the pandemic pretty much screwed it up when they went to no crowd in the Thunderdome. It kind of ruined it, because, the way his gimmick works, you need a crowd for that, with the guitar and stuff like that and playing music. But, oh boy, oh man. This is the worst thing they could. And I heard that originally they wanted him to do a Randy Savage impersonation as Elias. When they wanted to drop the guitar. That was pulled, which thank God it was, because I don't think they already tried a Savage parody gimmick with Michael McGillicuddy or Curtis Axel. As he's better known as. Like, they tried that. It didn't work. Axel did the Sandow did the Savage thing. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Damien Sandow did the Savage thing. Curtis Axel did the Hogan thing. Before Hogan got busted. And then, he was gone for a couple of years. As we know, but they already tried it. It wasn't good, and obviously they just decided not to do it here. But then they basically pulled him from TV for even longer, and now he's this generic younger brother of Elias, which we all know he is Elias. It's the same person. We're not stupid, but apparently WWE thinks we're all stupid, that we don't know this. Like, well, no, they know we know, because, I mean, otherwise Kevin Owens wouldn't have done the obvious. Like, oh, you're Elias. So I don't know what they're going with the character. They might be doing some Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type bullcrap, but he doesn't have a beard anymore, so they would have to make a fake beard if they were going to bring Elias back on TV now, since he shaved his beard and mustache. Which I don't think they're going to do. I don't think that was the idea for that. I don't know what the idea was. I think the idea was just to bury him. I honestly think the idea was just to bury him, like they did to Damien Sandow. They just bury. The idea was just to bury him, just like they did with Damien Sandow. I don't understand why they think this is. I don't understand why they think they have to basically punish wrestlers for getting over with their own shit. But then, yet, when they do this and these guys get released, and then they reinvigorate themselves and make their own brand, like, for example, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, who had a jokey-ass character in Stardust. He left for 6 years and created his own brand by himself, not because of AEW. He founded AEW. You know, I had a big war on Twitter on that one. And was accused of being a WWE thorn, by the way, which, by the way, the guy deleted the comment. I won't say who it was, but I was pissed off about that. I have it archived, by the way. So, you know, if he ever decides to mention it. Very pissed off about that because I'm subscribed to the guy and I like his contents, but being accused of being a WWE form where I'm just right now shitting on this crap. Right now, I'm shitting on this crap because this is stupid. This is a stupid character. You know, we'll get to the Cody. We'll get more to Cody. I made a Cody rant video. The last video or 2 videos ago I made talking about that whole thing. Cody made himself through that. You know, he was the reason why AEW even was a thing. Okay. But, you know, I don't know if Elias will have that same, you know, obviously he's not a 3rd generation superstar, but, or 3rd generation wrestler, but I don't know if he'll be able to get in that same way where, you know, he can go to AEW or something like that and reinvent himself as Elias, because I don't know, because he doesn't really own that name. And, you know, the Walk with Elias thing was supposed to be an attachment to WWE, stands for Walk with Elias. So even if he went to AEW, he gets released, and then he goes to AEW and still does the Elias character, maybe spelled different, or some shit like that, with the guitar. It's just not. It's not going to be the same. It won't be the same. Okay. You know, especially since, you know, AEW is more pro wrestling oriented than the entertainment aspect that WWE does for wrestling. So, you know, people, I've heard people say, oh, if he gets released, he can go to AEW and create and do the same character. And, like, I don't know if he can. I mean, it is a single name, but I'm sure WWE, well, also, I'm sure WWE has the trademark to Walk with Elias. I don't know if they have the trademark to Elias because that's a single name. But I'm damn sure they have the trademark to Walk with Elias, so he'd have to come up with something different. He had to like March with Elias or something, but still, it wouldn't be the same because it's in AEW, and AEW is all elite wrestling, not World Wrestling Entertainment, and that's what it stands for. So even if he goes to AEW and is allowed to play the character that he was successful with in AEW, it's not going to be the same. It isn't going to be the same, and especially the environment AEW is not really, I mean, it's not that they don't have entertainment in AEW, but AEW is more of a pro wrestling oriented, which is what I like. I prefer that more than the entertainment aspect that WWE does. That's why I watch AEW more than WWE these days. You know, the self-proclaimed WWE thorn, according to a certain YouTuber that tweeted at me, which is bullshit, by the way. I won't say who it is unless he decides to shit on me on YouTube. But y'all probably seen it on my Twitter. You know. You know, I think it's bullshit what they're doing to Elias. And, you know, I think, you know, what WWE is doing is bullshit. And they ruined a great character, and I don't think you're ever going to be able to recuperate this character, you know, especially even if it does go to AEW. Because again, AEW is not, doesn't have that entertainment aspect to it as much as WWE does. You know, they have more of the pro wrestling aspect to it, which I don't think would fit the Elias character if he ever went there, and he would have to change it to March with Elias or something like that. I just don't think it would work. I mean, it's a stupid character. I'm pissed off. Happy for Cody, obviously, but I'm pissed off what they did to Elias here. They did Elias dirty here, and it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. So yeah, I'm out of here. I'm the SSL. Comment, rate. If you like this video, my video, please subscribe. We will still walk with Elias even if WWE doesn't want us to. You know, bring that character back. Force WWE to bring the character back. Keep doing that. Don't say the Elias or Ezekiel sucks. Freaking bring back Elias. I don't freaking care what you do. Bring him back, because I don't freaking want this shit. I don't want to see such a talented guy get released. A talented guy like Ezekiel or like Elias get released because he has to be this stupid ass character as punishment for whatever freaking reason. Freaking do it. That's all I gotta say. I'm out. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku. Peace.